Why India is the most populous country? India is the second most populous country right now. And according to population data sheet published by the UN, we will surpass China around 2024 to 2028 and will become the world's most populous country. So what are the reasons and why are we so populous, or is it just a recent phenomena? Let's check out our past first, then we will come back to the present. Any country's population depends on many factors like rivers, climate, fertile soil, natural resources, economic development, and so many. If we look at the past, then we will see that all the major civilization in the world always flourished near the river, like Chinese civilization on Yellow River, Egypt civilization on Nile River, similarly Indus Valley civilization on Indus River. India has so many rivers, and these rivers provide fertile plains for cultivation. So population growth near rivers is natural. That's the reason that region around the Gangetic Plain is one of the most populous region in the world. That makes. Next factor is natural resources. India is blessed with natural resources like coal, iron ore, manganese, mica, bauxite, limestone, diamond, copper. If you know that copper was supplied in Harappa from Khetri mines in Rajasthan. So we are exploiting our natural resources since ancient times. We don't have exact data about past population, but still, according to Madison Historical Data Statistics, India had a gradual population growth. So we can conclude that we were always populous. So now let's check out our pre-independence scenario. So India's first census was conducted in 1871 but officially considered as in 1881. Since then, India witnessed a gradual population growth until a decadal population decline of 0.31% in 1921. So what exactly happened between 1911 to 1921? Well, India faced a deadly flu pandemic that took at least 12 million lives. And as usual, British India government did nothing to save the lives of these people. Post-independence, India's fertility rate was as high as 5.9 in 1950s. India witnessed a sharp population rise from 1951 and it is also termed as population explosion year. Annual population growth rate in 1961 was 2.0 and it was continuously rising till 1981 with the highest annual population growth rate 2.3. So, what were the reasons that our population grew so faster? For that, we have to look into the demographic transition theory. In the first stage, country has almost no economic development, so no education and no better health facilities, and it leads to high fertility rate and high mortality rate, like happened in British India. In the second stage, countries start to develop, so education and health facility increase by the time. So initially the fertility rate will be high and reduced mortality rate. It adds a huge population growth and India was also going through the second stage after independence. It means that India being a developing nation improving its health, education infrastructure. That is why infant birth rate was very high and mortality rate was very low. It caused our population to explode. In the third stage, both mortality rate and fertility rate decline. But after that, from 1980s, India witnessed a gradual decline in population growth rate. The reason goes to the LPG reforms adopted in 1990s, economic development, government policy of family planning, increasing literacy rate and many more. So what is the current scenario? Currently, India's population growth is 0.97 and fertility rate decline to 2.0, that is called replacement level fertility. That will further go down to 1.27. Does it mean that our population will start to decline? Well, according to the UN projection, India's population will still rise even though the growth rate is declining because India's even 1% population itself is a very big number. According to Linsett, we will be at peak by 2047 and then decline by 2100. So we still have to wait more. Does India need two-child policy to control its population? If we look at this pyramid, then it is clearly visible that India is a young country. It means that more than 50% of Indians are young and in working age. If they are all young now, then they will be old at the same time. So the burden of such large old population on future generation will increase and ultimately declining economic growth of the country. By looking at projected pyramid in 2050s, the population is looking stable without any significant growth rate. So we definitely don't need to child policy. Even though recently UP government thinking to bring this policy, but this is voluntarily and not imposed on the people. Thank you for watching.